Hey there, YouTube. We're going to talk some more about this, the Staccato HD. My review's in progress now. Enjoying shooting the gun, all of that. So let's see what your comments were. I think the gun's polarizing is kind of the wrong word, but it's polarizing for some. All right, let's get into it. As someone who never spent enough significant time with 2011s before to really develop my skill set, I've been going really hard on shooting the HD, and honestly, I am loving it. Sure, to me, this is a 2011 for like Glock dudes that want to shoot a 2011 instead, or something like that. People that, I mean, if you want it, this gun has it. It has all of the checklist things, the ambi, everything, the drop safetiness, I mean, admittedly, really nice iron sights. It does all the things if you're looking for a tactical 2011 type of thing. All right, another comment. Afternoon, my Sigas. It's always good to say hi to the Sigas. Okay, I spoke to Staccato about the safety issue you mentioned, and they are aware of it and will apply a fix for it if you send it in for warranty service. Yes, okay. I probably will do that to send this one back in like that. If that makes sense to me, I will send it back to them, and then they can deal with it. As far as the safety is concerned, for me, I don't really consider it broken, but it's definitely disappoints many. Like firstly, the way that the safety sits in your hand on this gun is different to other 2011s. So if other 2011s feel good to you, this one may not. It may not. I don't know. It's different for different people. For me, I'm going to shoot the gun actively disengaging the safety. So I personally haven't had the problem with the safety flipping back up while I'm shooting the gun. But again, I recognize it's easy to do with this gun. So they're going to fix that. That sounds nice. It's definitely annoying. Yeah, one guy put it below there. So a 3K gun needs to go back and get fixed right out of the box. Like, yeah, that is annoying. But that appears to be where it's at with like the safety thing. You can tell it puts some pressure right here where I have some tape. I wasn't shooting this gun today. That's from shooting in Athena, but still, like it is a little bit of a hot spot there, same as for all the 2011s with me. All right, another comment, really loving my HD. Yes, I made quite a few people like that. Staccato showing Callie some love finally. I'll stick to my P and platypus and we'll hold off until the HD comp comes out. Sure. I was in California when that got announced, and one of the guys was using this as a loaner. It's like, I'm buying one. He bought one, like right that day. So it's not important, of course, if you're not a California resident, but getting the HD added onto the list does make it tangibly more interesting for those of you that do live in California. All right, FYI, serial number 2400 and up are the updated versions. Do I have a serial on mine? If you have an early batch, they'll take care of you. Over 5,200 flawless rounds through mine. What the hell's, where's my serial? Where's my serial, champ? Which side is it on? Uh-oh. I don't know where my serial number is. Is there a little, oh, Staccato, Florence, Texas. Okay, I found some more righties, some more writing. I don't know where my serial number is, bros. I've never missed being able to find my serial number before. I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere. I just don't know where. I'm going to have to look it up, where to find my serial number, because it is not. Oh, here it is, other side. Okay, P4, I have, yeah, I'm under 2,400. Okay, so I'm like in the 1,700s. Huh. Okay, so mine does need to be updated. I wasn't 100% sure about that, but I guess mine needs to get fixed. So I will call them up, get mine fixed. All right, that's it. Ben just fueled the revolution. Now every new gun will have the rear irons moved in front of the optic, and I'm going to have to buy every one of them. Okay, so one thing I've been very complimentary on with this gun is the iron sights. Now, especially with no optic on the gun, the iron sights look goofy as fuck. I will admit that. But however, if you look, like looking through the sights here, let's turn the dot down so I can see better. All right, so you see here just how narrow these things are. They're really easy to pick up. So it's kind of like as a set of backup irons, shit, I really like them. Like they're quick, they're intuitive. They're maybe not super precise as iron sights go, but who the hell cares? They're just there for backup. So I mean, again, they look goofy, but functionally they're pretty good. Like I think it's like quite nice. I like it a lot. All right, it opened the door for Staccato to offer a Cali compliant version, something I never thought I would see. I mean, ditto. Like I don't know what's all involved with getting California compliant, but I assume it's a process. I would predict they would sell quite a few in Cali for sure. Yeah, just because there's so few manufacturers that are going to go through that. There's just less options for people. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to look at the HD in California for that reason. Okay, it's one of the only 2011s for lefties out there, especially at that price point. It's a game changer for the southpaws. Stealth Arms trigger is better. Well, okay, yeah, probably the Stealth Arms trigger is better. At least as I think of it, the platypi that I've played with did have a better trigger than this, but there's not much in it, right? This trigger is fine. It is, like I said, you can feel that it's different to the P, for example. Like, okay, this one's Series 80. Like, yeah, I can feel that. Okay, I don't think the Ambi's a huge deal. It's good, but whatever. It's good for the lefties. Is it going to be ambidextrous, a game changer nowadays? Is that where the bar is? Yeah, I agree with that. It's not really a game changer. It's good for 2011s, but there's other guns that are ambi. Um, Damn, that gun is wet like a Scottsdale woman after a fourth margarita. True facts, man. Yeah, I do. I have been trying to keep it wet a little bit short. 2K through mine and enjoying the balance. Triggers just like my Ps when using it practically. That's what I've been saying. I can only feel the difference when dry firing. No malfunctions. The discomfort in my strong hand went away 250 rounds in. And that kind of comment is something I can appreciate because a lot of people report that. Just like the weight and balance of this gun, it feels good. It just does. Many people are reporting the same thing, and it's like, I know that's kind of subjective or whatever, but the fact is you're hearing the same subjective comment or the same bit of feedback from so many different people. You should pay attention to that when you're hearing that. Um, I agree also on the guy's comment. When you're shooting practically, I don't really notice a difference with the Series 80 trigger. Can I notice it? Yeah, there's a difference, but again, it's not super noticeable when you're shooting the gun aggressively, so it's not a huge deal. All right, I'm an admitted Staccato fanboy and have almost 1,600 rounds through mine and really enjoy it. I don't really notice that much difference in trigger between my P and my C. Okay, overall, the frame detailing build quality seems spot on. It's a bit of a pain to put the slide stopper release back in, but not too bad. Yeah, I agree with basically all of that. Like as far as the build quality, there's little touches like the mold seams here, like, yeah, that's a mold seam, or the way that this is blended and fitted, like the slide to frame. It's like I can look at it and I can see like it's a little bit jaggedy gap. Like compared to the Atlas stuff, it's not super well fitted, but compared to any service pistol, like yeah, you're like, wow, this feels pretty nice. So it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me. A duty staccato doing duty staccato things. I guess the question would be about reliability and durability. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I agree on that. Right now, I have a positive impression of the gun. It feels durable. It has been reliable over a short time. It feels like it will continue to be reliable, but that's just a feel. I don't know. None of that's really definitive. Tried it at the range. I can confirm that the safety flips very easily. Yeah. Also, plastic lock PMAG has some issues, lock back once in a while. Otherwise, it shoots great. Yeah, so like I've been saying, I think these magazines that come with it, the provided Mekgar magazines work well with the gun. I think they can have issues with if you put them in a Glock, depending on what you've got going on there, and depending on what you've got going on with your Glock magazines. You put it in here, the slide may or may not lock back. All of what that guy's saying is consistent with my experience. But to me, what matters is the gun works well with the provided magazines. Okay, so I don't really have a problem with it there. Um, the 2011 for the people that don't actually want a 2011, which is fine for what it is. It's probably an okay gun, but not what I think of when talking about 2011s. It's almost a different and new category. Yeah, I think that's kind of an insightful comment because, yeah, what this is a 2011 that they put all the checkbox, all the checklist things on. It's like, here's your 2011 with the checklist of the things that you want, and it is a duty pistol. There you go. Have fun with your duty pistol. But at the same time, it's still a 2011. It needs to be fitted together. It's expensive, yeah. But also, it's like, I guess it's a duty pistol now. Um, it is a gun that feels kind of different to other offerings in that way. Um, I like the Series 80 trigger. It might not be as crisp and perfect as Series 70, but the added warmth of knowing there's just one more safety to keep you from getting SIG lug makes me feel better. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, I think a lot of people feel the same way. Um, FYI, you are not listed as an option as a referral on the Heroes discount application. Well, Staccato people, I know some of y'all watch the videos. You should get me listed. I bet you I've sold a lot of Staccatos. See, and I'm not even like trying to shill for you. I just get the guns and talk about the guns. You know, get me listed. I want to be a one of your heroes. Free program. Um, Ben prefers the 4-inch over the 5-inch because he prefers the feeling of rapid reciprocation in his hands. No, I don't think so. So this gun is a fast reciprocating 4-inch gun, which uh, I like the way it shoots fundamentally because it's like balanced. The slide, it comes right back. For example, yesterday I was shooting this gun on like 20-yard partial targets. So I mean, I had a half A zone, no shoot below, and I'm just like, boom, 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 and shooting aggressively, and it's like the sight would come right back to where I wanted without me wanting to being inclined to input and push it down like into the no shoot. And it was just like, damn, like this thing is solid as far as the confidence it gives me shooting that way at distance. Like most guns don't give me that kind of confidence. All right, I'm interested in the verdict. Hope to be able to get my hands on one when it releases in Cali because the grip looks kind of chonky in videos. Yes, the grip is different. It's like it's worth holding one for yourself because it's different to other guns, and you might be interested. I'll be interested to hear your final thoughts, but it's pretty clear you don't like it. I'll jump to a conclusion that the people who are the target audience for this gun would be better off with a Glock 17 or Glock 47. No, I wouldn't say I don't like the gun. It's like I like the gun. It's just, it's like, what was the point of it? To me, what is the point? Well, it's a 2011, sure, but it's not a raced out 2011, so it's not really good at that stuff. But it's all carry gunified. But in my opinion, it's still not like better than a Glock 47. I mean, take the cost out of it. The Glock is simpler. It's easier to use, easier to take apart. They shoot basically the same. This has a better trigger, sure. But like the Glock, again, it's like so much more simple, convenient in so many ways that it'd be difficult for me to recommend this over a Glock. So that's why I seem sort of ambivalent about it. Um, but at the same time, it's like if somebody wanted this, they're like, yeah, I want that gun. That's the jam for me. I want to carry that. It'd be like, okay. Like at this point, I'd be like, cool, yeah, that's fine. You should carry that if you want. Like I don't give a shit that it's $3,000. You can carry it if you want. Have fun. That's kind of my take on it now. It's like I see it for what it is, and if it really speaks to you and it's your jam and you want it, like I wouldn't try to talk you out of it. It's just to me, like what is it? It's not, you know, it's not really doing anything all that interesting to me. Seems to be aimed at the guys on teams, SWATs, warrants, etc., or guys that aspire to be on teams. It gets past some of the FUD range and admin staff with the Glock mags, ambi controls, and drop safe features. Yeah, I completely agree. It's a checklist gun for those people. I'd like to shoot the 4.5, but the 4 isn't going to replace the Staccato P or similar for USPSA. They will sell a bunch to heroes or wannabe heroes. Yeah, I mean, I agree with all that. It's not going to replace, it's not a USPSA gun. Like, it's not as good as other offerings. Even in the same price range or even cheaper. Like, the other stuff is better for the game. I would say other stuff is simpler and just easier for carry. Yeah, like this is a gun that's like, it's like an enthusiast type of thing, because you get it because you want it. You're not a hero, man. You don't know. Kind of like that. Considering this is a combat handgun, it kind of is the best shooting combat design pistol out of the box. It is really expensive though. It's like, okay, like it's a combat handgun. The first guy replying to that nailed it. How much combat are you seeing? Don't buy stuff for purposes you don't need. Like, yeah. Yeah. It's a little crazy to me, one of the pours, that one can spend 5x as much and get something that's apparently not that much better or nicer than a Glock 47. Well, I mean, that's the way it is, right? With manufacturing and design. So if you take a design that you need to manufacture everything with a lot of precision, hand fit it together, versus can just, mold it out of plastic and just have monkeys like push it all together. Like a Glock. And it's like, it's just a different design. It's a different thing. It is a little bit funny though. Absolutely. It's funny. Yeah, I'm going to keep shooting the gun. Cause like I said, everywhere I go, like if I have that with me, people they want to fuck around with it. They want to shoot it. They're kind of interested in it. A lot of people, they're like, oh, I like the feel of it. And then they'll shoot, they'll feel the trigger and shoot the gun and be like, well, it's not like blowing my mind or anything. I mean, it'll be a very different reaction if I give them like a raced out 2011. Hey, try that. It's a very different reaction to what you get with the HD. The HD is more muted, but also people think the gun's more serious. They think they can carry it. So, yeah, little different thing. I will keep going with review, and we will see how it shakes out.